of October, which was a Wednesday. It's going to end on the 31st of October, Friday. And the theme of this year is United by Unique. Once again, karibu sana, Sister Ann.
Asante.
And off air, we were just talking about the importance of having a support system. And also, to me, that means having a the benefits of having a community around. Like, if you have people around you who, care for you, love you, it's very, very important, especially when you're going through a situation like cancer. Talk about, the type of support that your network, your sisters, your community gave you, and why, people who are going through cancer, a situation like yours, should have some sort of support, especially from their family members. Talk about that.
Yeah, thank you, Kevin. Support system, for me, it's very key to all cancer patients, not only breast cancer patients, but all cancer patients, or maybe all the patients. Because for me, the support system from the word go actually started with my doctor, because the way the doctor broke the news to me, she did not just tell me, you have cancer. She came very close to me. I can remember Dr. Karen. She came very close to me and looked at me direct to my eyes and said, "Ann, how are you?" Trying to know even how my feelings were. And she said, according to this result, it shows you have breast cancer. So the support system for me started from the doctor. So how the doctors break this news to the patients is very important. Then my sisters, being a missionary, belonging to a congregation, Missionary Sisters of the Holy Rosary, I had the support that all I needed in the house. They were there for me. When it comes to finance, they were there for me. So there was nothing like wasting time after
Correct.
the diagnosis. So the support was there. Come then again to the support group also. I belong to breast cancer support group. When you go and you hear the people talk about how the journey they went through. Also, it was very, very encouraging.
Yeah.
Talk about my counselor.
Yeah.
People think that when you are a mentor, that's when you go to see a counselor or a therapist. No, I had a counselor who was journeying with me, so that support was very important. So at least the way I saw things, my mindset also changed. It's not a death warrant, it's not a death sentence, and it's being positive. And also the support system in as I said, in my faith, the church, the prayer networking and all that, and also friends. Let me tell you, friends are very important also in this life. And it's when you have a problem, with your friend. But I thank God, because at the end of the day, for me, I don't even judge anyone, because how people perceive people with cancer is different. So I just allowed people to be. But I thank God for my good friends who were there for me and all that. So support system is very important in this journey.
I agree. I'm just reminded, when I hear your story, I'm reminded of my mom, because she also passed on due to cancer, ovarian cancer. And it was very difficult, right? And that's exactly when I saw the people who really meant a lot to her show up. They really supported her and encouraged her. Until at some point I thought my mom was going to heal. I think it's because of the positivity that she received from her support group, her church peers, her church community. And it got me thinking about, previously I asked you why you decided to share this story with the world. And now it makes a lot of sense, because I know there's somebody out there who's listening and they're saying, if Sister Ann can do it, I can do it too, right? Because some people lose hope. And it got me thinking about what you also told me earlier. Moving forward, you've decided that this is your new purpose in life, right? What made you arrive at that conclusion? You're saying you're going to really support the people who are going through cancer, maybe any other kind of disease. Why did you decide that, moving forward, this is what I have to do while I'm alive on earth?
It all started, with the diagnosis and the support I got, and having listened to people's stories and how maybe people are lonely, nobody's there for them. So I'm getting my new purpose in life, so to say, being there for cancer patients. Every Friday I volunteer through Faraja Cancer Support Trust to be with the children at KNH, and I am always happy to be with children with cancer, just to be there for them, for them at least that day.
Right.
We do craft and cure with them. So, and it's kind of, and when I have a call, maybe come be with someone who has cancer, I get a lot of fulfillment. So it's out of the experience and what I went through because of the support, I'm like, it's good to be there for people, because people are deserted. People are left alone because maybe they have been diagnosed with cancer, because as you say you have cancer, they are looking how many days remaining for you to die. They've
just decided they're going to die.
Yeah, you're going. So I think that's my new purpose, and why I've arrived at this is because of the experience and being in a support group. I've made a lot of have a lot of insights. Yeah.
Let me ask you.
Yeah.
I know there are people right now who are wrestling fear and isolation. Some people are alone, maybe because of their backgrounds. They don't have a community. They were never in a community even when they were healthy. But now they find themselves in this really difficult situation. They're listening to you right now. What would you tell them?
I would tell them that, first of all, cancer should not define them. They are more than that cancer, more than those cancer cells. And they should be hopeful, because hope never disappoints. Remember, and also they should know that their journey, whether you have been told you have whatever type of cancer you have been told, remember, I used to tell myself that self-affirmation is very important. Talk to yourself and tell yourself you're more than these cancer cells. And let me tell you this, in the mornings when I wake up, most of the time I look at myself at the mirror and I greet myself. Good morning, Anne. How was your night? And I wish you a good day, something like that. And then I tell myself they're happy and well. And there's a song I always say, I'm so glad every little cell in my body is happy and well. Wow. I said, what you tell your mind, your body is going to behave the way you tell your mind. And if you tell yourselves they are sick, they will be sick. If you tell them they're happy and well, they will be happy and well.
Right.
So they should learn this habit of self-affirmation. They should be positive, even as they're going through their treatment, because that impact is going to tell on their healing process. Remember, as the days go by, they should remember that every morning when the sun rises, it's coming with new strength, it's coming with new hope, it's coming with new healing. So it's left for you to know that the new healing and the new hope is all about a story of triumph in the process. So all is not lost.
It's interesting you put it like that, because every time I read the news, maybe on the newspapers, I watch the news, the internet, there's so much fear and anger in our society these days. People are giving up in this system called Kenya, right? And you're saying, before I refer to what you just said, for me, I feel like when we have these types of energies, this fearful energies, maybe it also attracts diseases into our lives. It attracts negative occurrences into our lives. But you're saying affirmations really have the power to switch how we look at things and also attract, positive things happening into our lives. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even when you're going through a difficult situation like a disease, keep on affirming. Keep on affirming that, things will be good, that your cells are healthy, that you're looking forward to better days. I really like that. And, it got me thinking about what we can all learn from your experience. I want to hear, what has this whole experience taught you about yourself?
What it has taught me is that when I have a challenge, and every day I have challenges in life, and like the challenge I got, it is not what is happening to me. It is how I respond to that challenge. If I see the challenge and I tell myself I'm finished, I'll be finished. But if I see this challenge and I tell myself, the way I respond to it is like, okay, there's still hope. In the morning, like when I was having the pains, I still tell myself, my cells are happy and well, because I got to know this when I was going through the complementary therapies, at Faraja Cancer Support Trust. I got to know this kind of affirmations that they are good.
Mm-hmm.
So even when I was like, it's so bad, I would still affirm myself. And as I was going for treatment, I got my treatment, as you know, still here at HGCK cancer center, I could see people who are sick, and I tell myself I'm not sick. Because me, I could walk. Some people could not even walk. So at the end of the day, I would tell myself, indeed, your cells are happy and well. So it's all about the mind and how I respond to the situations. It doesn't mean it has to be cancer. It doesn't mean to have to be sickness. For me, I've learned that this is how anything that is happening to me in my life, it's all about how I respond to it. I have choices to make.
Let me ask you something. I want to jump in there. So the people who maybe even the doctors told them, you're left with a few weeks to be alive, right? When you have conversations with people like those, what do you tell them?
I tell them that is what the doctor has said. What are you telling yourself? Are you ready to go? Because it's 2 weeks. Are you ready to go? People say, no, I'm not ready to go. So you keep now telling yourself, or tell yourself that you're more than. And especially for those who are Christians, I tell them, your body is not a temple of cancer. It's a temple of the Holy Spirit. The faith comes in. God comes, I think Psalm 147:3. God heals the brokenhearted. So just have your faith in him and things will move.
It's amazing because I remember my mom used to tell me, Kevin, even if you have, she used to say in Swahili, hauna mpaka, you're still supposed to have faith.
Yeah.
Because God has a plan for your life, even when you're not here. I like that. God heals the brokenhearted. It's beautiful, beautiful saying right there. October is a Breast Cancer Awareness Month, as we know. What do you wish people understand or understood better about early detection, care, and compassion?
Being Pink October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, screening is very important. Screening saved my life. It can as well save somebody else's life. Remember, I didn't have any signs, yet I was carrying a cancerous tumor. Breast self-examination also is very important. I wasn't very keen by then, but now maybe if I was very keen, I could have noticed there was a lump. But even after I was told there was a lump, I couldn't feel it because it was very small.
Yes.
So breast self-examination is very important. And even if you feel there's a lump, not all lumps are cancerous.
Right.
So it's good to go and confirm. And even if it is cancerous, it's not the end of the world. It's not a death sentence, it's not a death warrant. After every diagnosis, there is life. And after every treatment, there is healing. So look into that there's life after whatever you're going through. Yeah.
And then finally, the question I'm going to ask you is somehow related to the one that I just asked you. But if you could leave our listeners with one lesson from your own journey, one golden truth, something to do with hope, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that cancer is treatable.
Okay.
Yeah. And hope never disappoints.
Great.
So at the end of the day, I want to tell them that whether diagnosed late or early, all is not lost. All is not lost. One day at a time. I like that. One day at a time. Thank you so much, Sister Ann Gathegi. Sorry, I got it wrong. Sister Ann is it? Gathegi. Gathegi. Yeah. Oh, okay. So, thank you so much for clarifying. And if somebody wants to share your story, maybe also partner with you in terms of maybe visiting cancer patients around the country, how can they find you? My number? Maybe an email, or maybe the number of the Sisters of the Holy Rosary. I don't know how they can find you. Maybe. They can find me with my number 0716 619353. Okay. Or my email mgadegu@gmail.com. Nice. All my social media accounts. Okay. Sister Ann Gathegi, M.C. Charles. Gathegi. Yes. Asante sana. I kept on saying Gathegi. Ole sana. All right. So guys, when we come back, of course, more conversations. We will also open up the phone lines on 0719012600. Remember, cruising the internet is on the way, as well as the Grey Zone. Right now, there's hope. This one is by India Ari. Right?